EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Today we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down. You look at this Raiders defense. They were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he powers his way up past the 30. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep...
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, we just saw something you don't ordinarily see, and that's him trying to deep ball after throwing a pick 6 on his previous pass. Normally, they give him something safe to get his confidence back. Instead, they let him fire it downfield, albeit unsuccessfully.
2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On play action, Allen. Being chased out left. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Raiders are going to take possession here at their own 33. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
And Garoppolo going to lead the Raiders up here 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Hey, alert! Alert! Alert!
They'll try and start this drive in the air. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll make it 2nd down. You look at this Buffalo defense. And they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit. What a nice team.
Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Well, sometimes despite the best planning, the defense actually has a plan as well, and they blanketed everyone on that play. They were able to close it down and spill him for a loss.
Here we go.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Wait.
And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go. 12. 12, fellas, here we go.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Loose inside the 30. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Allen. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. A good way there to have him bounce back from the interception last drive. Something underneath, a little bit of rhythm going.
I know the best ones in the league have supreme confidence, but every now and then you need a little booster, don't you? This is their way of protecting him and bringing him back, and then they'll turn him loose later, I would think.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. And the Raiders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The turnovers, obviously, Charles, always costly, but, man, when you throw those interceptions in the end zone like that, it really stings.
He tried to fit that one into his tight end, and I often use the expression NFL open, which means a tighter window. Down near the goal line, you really want him to be open. In this case, it cost him.
A 1st down run there for Jacobs, but nothing doing as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
They'll throw this out wide and complete to Ridley. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 12 more yards there and another first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The Raiders at 2-6 now on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Back to the air on second. It's Garoppolo. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
65.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down.
21. 1, Omaha.
Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Bills are going to get the football back. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. 4-4, their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. They'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Complete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one. No gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about tiny? You're talking about the little guy back
Tiny.
there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
The kick by Bass is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
Here we go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Now they're coming off a fourth down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on fourth down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
Sit.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. He's got a man. Complete. It's a big play there for Vegas. 62 yards.
I think it's about time I took my eyes off of the secondary or the guys with the football. How about the offensive line on that snap? They took care of business.
Absolutely, and when he can stay in the pocket like that, you're going to get big plays like we just saw.
Here we go.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Two. Lock. Stand.
To throw is Garoppolo. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Von Miller in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13.
13. Stay hot.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Tyler Higbee. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders are able to widen their advantage. Their first passing touchdown of the ball game, and they go to the big tight end and those sure hands, and he provides the score.
Certainly looked like they were focused on taking away all their weapons, and he certainly made them regret that because he found a soft spot, ended up taking it to the end zone. Nice throw, too, to complete the play.
On the return, it's Nyheim Hines. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they are back down to the 500 mark after 2 straight losses. And, Charles, this is a team that, to be frank, their play has really dropped off the last couple of weeks.
And, Brandon, I think there's a sense around the building that they can't let this losing streak get any worse than it is. Because if they were to lose here and fall below 500, then you're playing catch-up the rest of the way. They've got to take a stand and make it stop right now.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Eluding the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. On play action, Allen. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the sackmaster, Justin Houston, who comes up with it. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is you know they're going to be in the film room after this.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them. They were on him in a hurry.
I got you. Hey, alert!
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half.
Here we go.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Go ahead.
Now Garoppolo. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
They were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. To throw, it's Garoppolo. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. Garoppolo on 1st down. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Jimmy Garoppolo with his 2nd touchdown pass of this first half. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle 3rd of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. A break there for this offense as they will get a chance to start at the 40-yard line. Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. Allen. Incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Alert, alert, alert. Pass 85, pass 85. That's it.
Allen off the play fake. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. On second down, here's Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback.
Here we go, here we
The
go.
offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Another first down there as this one goes for 25.
Here we go. 12. We're hit.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right.
Here we go.
That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on
11,
first down.
We're hit.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back.
Here we go.
The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
We're hit.
Garoppolo. He's got his target. That's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A lot of deflated looks on that defense. It seems like they just cannot find a way to get a key stop on third down. Here's another conversion, and now this offense, they're in a position to go up even further as they've got it 1st and goal.
Here's Jacobs. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. On the return is Hines. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Bills come to the line to start their next drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Now Allen throwing on second down. And the Raiders have got him. Max Crosby from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there, I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
He's able to get 6, a nice pickup down to the 21.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Regular. Hey, tight. 5 wide.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And now here is another interception. And the Raiders are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go.
Sometimes in the run game, you can make the argument that quickness beats size. And how about the example right here?
11. Stay hot.
On second down, here's Garoppolo. Under pressure, and down he goes. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? Back to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Von Miller able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Here's A.J. Cole now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people?
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it. But it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Here we go.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Garoppolo to throw. He'll swing that out wide to Jacobs. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Here we go, here we go.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Garoppolo going to try and throw on 3rd. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And that one goes out of bounds, and let's see here. They're going to walk this back to the 40-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll bring up 2nd down. And they're going to speed things up here. Here's Allen to throw it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. Now Allen. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Allen. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. The offense on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Allen now looks to throw. And Cook has it left side. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it.
Hey, tight. Hey, hold. 56.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown. Stephon Diggs. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And, well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. He's in the space past the 25. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So still throwing here in the fourth quarter with a pretty sizable lead. And now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up. And he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Certainly not what they wanted there, so the football by rule comes out to the 40. Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Out of the gun, he'll throw. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. And now they're in the hurry-up. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And he was able to shed 1 tackle, but could not get away from there. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down. On play action, Allen. Diggs crossing the field and bringing it in. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 17-yard line. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
Alert, alert, alert. Hey, tight, tight, tight.
Now Allen again. And this is caught. Well, they get 1 back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Here we go.
So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 8 there on the play, and it'll be 4th down. How about this? They'll change it at the line.
12, fellas, here we go. 21.
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. And the Bills are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Allen going to fire quickly and get it to Diggs out wide. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. That is caught. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Middle.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Sliding out of the pocket. Touchdown, Bills. A great effort there. 34 yards. And the Bills have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Gun. 56.
Throwing, Allen. Forced out to his left. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And it's the Raiders that'll come up with it. And that will put victory in sight for the silver and black. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Garoppolo looking to throw. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions.
Here we go.
They know that there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Down to a knee goes Garoppolo, and that ought to do it.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for your kids, your clubs, your towns. Get to share it with the home team.
So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnovers.